Bror Fredrik. Alright, I'm gonna flip it around, make sure we got good sync, and then we'll get started. Alright, how's that? Are we in sync? Let me know. It is not coffee time. 78 people already, just to start. That's freaking awesome. I'll say hello to a few people and then we'll kick it off. Chris, Nat, and Frank, Master, Bill Long, Angie, and 90, Christopher C, Diane O, Only You Can Be You, Keith, good evening, Mark 1, good evening. I thought I said good morning for a second there. Venus, Val Marie, Amy F, Joseph Q, Laren, Only You Can Be You, Alan, Lee. Alright, are we in? Yeah, it is freaking ice water time. Well, it's Fiji straight from the freaking refrigerator time. Rosa, Y Diggy, BSKY. Are we in sync? Let me know. Nobody's telling me if we're in sync yet or not. For the Joy of Vegas, Ron Radio, Sony. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. DJ John. Alright, well, cool. Alright, good. I'm over here at, you can see where we're at. We're at the, where the hell are we? Westgate. Just got done with the convention. Went to the NAB. Gonna be there tomorrow too. Might take you there, might not. That remains to be seen. Let me know how it sounds too, because it is so windy out. I got the mic stuffed down in my chest. Who's that? Gamble. Welcome aboard. Jacob, hope you enjoyed your stay in Vegas. Bert, Gregory. Alright, good. You hearing me loud and clear? I hope so. Share love. Beach all day guy. I wish I could hang out on a beach all day like you. You're a lucky individual. Alright, sounds good. Alright, doesn't sound like me, but it sounds decent. Harry, Carl. I'm gonna let's all keep an eye on AZZA wipe. You already got my antenna, bro. So we'll see what happens there. Alright, sounds good. Cool, Stewart, loud and clear. Okay, I gotta talk down into my chest. So I'm lucky because I live in Vegas, I guess so. But let me get started by saying, Bror Fredrik coming at you with another video live. We're here. We're not exactly on the Las Vegas Strip, but we're here at the Westgate, and I'm going to invite you, before we get started, to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is 2 to 5 times a week. And if you'd like to support the channel, you know how to do that. Super chat, super thanks, clicking on all them links in the description below. And now that that's out of the way, let me introduce to you Mr. Vacation. And his daughter, you know Mr. Vacation. Do you, are you a subscriber also? Do you chat every once in a while? Okay, good. Yeah, that's okay, you're here. That's good enough. That's more than enough. So let's get that picture. But everyone knows Mr. Vacation. Long time subscriber.
3 years.
I know. It's been 3 years. That's what we were just talking about. It's been 3 years since I did those walks, which kind of kicked off the whole 3 years ago already. Wow. And everything's kind of back, but not really, but wow, time just flies. Yeah, I know. And he's staying, how long in town for?
Until Thursday.
Okay, good. Well, I'll probably see you again. Yeah. That's good.
We're going to try and grab something to eat. So.
All right. Sounds good, my friend. Wonderful to meet you. Absolutely. I appreciate you. Bye. I'll see you. Great people right there. All right. The connection should be pretty good over here. I don't know. I mean, they don't give you Wi-Fi here. Yeah, well, you have to pay for it. So, you know, it is what it is. I ain't paying for Wi-Fi. Did the NAB convention. Quite frankly, if you closed my eyes, spun me around twice, and told me it was 2022, it would be almost identical. It is almost identical. I did see some stuff that interests me and whatever that, you know, might be. Audio's on point. All right, cool. Like I said, I got it down. I got the lav mic down here, so it might be a little muffled, but it is windy out. So, I mean, we can go tomorrow. We could start to go. I did, while I was walking around in there, I did speed tests in all the different places. It's freaking huge. Met some people I know, hung out, did a little business, did a little work, had some fun. But let me tell you a story. Now, you're going to say like, hey, Bror Fredrik. No, you're going to say, hey, Bror Fredrik, quit complaining about $4.50. But I'm pissed. I'm legitimately pissed off. Why am I legitimately pissed off? Okay, so I wanted to have some fun and ride on. I got to the convention. I did my thing, you know, worked a little, played a little, hung out a little, looked around a lot. And then I was like, well, what else is there to do except cruise around on Elon's Vegas loop, right? So I'm like, cool. So, you know, I'm like, I went to the south one, which is the longest one. I'm like, take me to the RW, because I figured that is, you know, that's the longest one. It's got to come up like twice, because now there's a connection. Believe it or not, the Fountain Blue, the FB, that's not even complete. They have a station already. So it comes up into the west one, goes back down, comes up to Fountain Blue, goes back down, comes up in the basement by the RW. And before I got on, I said, yo, and he's like, what? I'm like, if I cruise to the RW, am I gonna be able to get back on and come back here? And he's like, yeah, of course. Well, that wasn't real what I was asking. I was like, for free. For free. And he's like, of course, the whole thing is free. Everything's free. Free popcorn, free everything. So I get to the RW. Of course, I videoed, you know, through the tunnels because it's cool and trippy, and I'll probably turn it into a short. Please the YT God, or thinking they're God. But anyway, I digress. So I get there, I go upstairs, you know, you come from the basement, you come up the escalators, you run smack dab into the globe, you know what I'm saying? And I go, saw a man about a horse, because that was my game plan. I'm gonna be totally transparent. That was my game, but besides good videos, my game plan to go over there. Because I know the bathrooms are way cleaner over there than at the convention hall. Because you got like, you know, like if I were to whip out the UV light in the convention hall from people from all over the planet, it would probably make my head explode. So I was like, I'm early. It was like 3:45, you know, we have plenty of time here. So I'm like, let me go over there. Maybe I'll eat. Happen to run into some viewers, which I thought was absolutely cool. And then I go back down, and the woman's like, let me see your pass. I'm like, pass. Bror Fredrik, you know me. I gotta cover the QR code for you creepy people out there. You know me, what up? And she's like, no. Where's your ticket? I was like, it was up my ass. I know. I don't know nothing about no ticket. They told me it was free. She says, nope. Costs you $4.50. All you gotta do is scan this QR code and give us your information. So I was like, I was furious. I get furious sometimes, but it only lasts like that long, you know? I was freaking furious. I was just like, I ain't paying for this shit. I'm gonna walk back. Like I was prepared to cut my nose off to spite my face. I'm like, I'm gonna walk back. F you and your $4.50, right? And then I looked at my watch, one of them, and I didn't have time to walk back, and it's like freaking 90 degrees out. So I was like, oh, they won. Oh, I'm freaking seething. So I'm scanning QR codes, I'm looking in this pocket, I'm looking in that pocket, I'm just like, F this, you know, and I put in, because I don't say, you know, I roll secure. So I don't like giving my credit card numbers. Now they got my credit card number and shit. But anyway, I paid my $4.50, and here we are. I paid my $4.50 to get back, and then, you know, I walked over here and whatnot in the 90-degree weather. But I was pissed. I was like, I'd like to speak to your manager. I went like all freaking full blown, what's a male Karen? And then I was like, but I just felt it's not the $4.50, it's the principle. I don't like getting lied to. I mean, or misinformation, but it's a lie. And even that woman who was like, you know, with the ticket, she was just like, I hate when they do that. Oh, so it's happened before. And then she had the gall, the unmitigated gall to say, but when you go up into the RW, there's signs all over that say you have to pay. Well, isn't that a little freaking too late? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, right? I mean, it's the principle. I don't like getting bamboozled. And I got bamboozled by Elon. So I'm gonna fire off a tweet to Elon tonight. I'm gonna tweet him up. We'll see how that goes. I want my $4.50, Elon. That's like a month free of blue check or something. Yeah. Oh, and Twitter. Well, we'll talk about Twitter in a minute. Let me just get this out of my system. This is very cathartic. Yeah, it's just a principle. So, how I imagine this is gonna work. Okay, they got the fountain blue set up. I spoke to 3 people in there, and they all said the same thing. They said, the Encore is gonna get it, and this place is gonna get it next, supposedly, or it's nearly done. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But this is how it's gonna work. It ain't free, you know, obviously, someone's gotta pay for it. I get it, I understand it. But there has to be like a day pass situation, like the $4.50 over there. That's technically a day pass. So all you can eat freaking Las Vegas tunnel from RW back and forth between the hours of 9 a.m., which is kind of weird anyway, to 7 p.m. So it's kind of a day pass, kind of like if you forgot something, you know, and you got to go back. You know, what are you going to go back 10 times? So it's basically $4.50. So is that going to be like, once it's complete, every time? It's like if you leave the section there and enter the property, to get back in, you got to pay a ticket, you know? So if you come to like 3 places, bonk, 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 that's $4.50, $4.50, $4.50 each time. I mean, granted, it is still cheaper than an Uber or a taxi cab, except for the fact that you got to walk 10 miles from where the spot is. So it's not like you're getting out in the valet and it's like, you're in. You still have to walk. Like at the RW, you still got to go up there and through there and blah, 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 and all over the place. It's not like it's coming up in the middle of the casino. So that's inconvenient. And I assume they'll probably do like the Deuce. They'll probably be like a day rate for like all the properties, but that's not gonna factor in until they're done, because would you need a day pass for Westgate, RW, Fountain Blue, which isn't even open, and the Wind Core? Is that worth a day pass? I mean, maybe if it's like $6 or $10, but that's a person. So if you got like, you're rolling with like 4 people, you know, you're spending 20-something bucks anyway, where you could have jumped in an Uber or whatever. But I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm calm now. I just don't like being bullshitted. You hear me, Twitter? You hear me, Elon? Mr. Twitter Twitter. Okay, let's talk about Twitter real quick. They invited me to get a professional account, and I mean, it wasn't, you know, just me. They invited the whole planet to get a professional account, but you're allowed to post long-form videos. Yeah, it's totally healthy. Entire staff. I feel much better now. I feel good. You can post long-form videos just like, you know, just like I'm doing here, but, you know, with kind of maybe possibly freedom of speech that I don't enjoy here. And that's cool. and it would be based on people being willing to spend like, you know, $1 a month or something to be a subscriber to have access to those videos. So I think the idea is cool. You know, I kind of like that. You know, I like that model, but I have to have like 500, you know, people there, and I just don't put the time into Twitter twatter that I probably should, because it's like whatever. And lately, I'll be honest, my Twitter twatter used to be all like Vegas related stuff, like 100%. Vegas is like all the YouTubers were there, blah 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 blah, mute. You know, and they had other people like tiny channels and people posting pics, and I subscribed to whatever. I followed Jordan Peterson. I don't agree with everything that dude says. Some of his stuff is like kind of out there, but a lot of it makes sense. He is a very, very smart individual. I don't agree with all his stances, but he is a smart individual. I like to hear what he's talking about. So he's like the only person I followed. Him and Elon and, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 other people they force you to. Now I see Twitter for what it is. It's still, you know, 10 million people running around with their pants around the ankle, pointing their feet and fingers at each other. You know, because once, I guess, you know, the algorithm said, well, if he likes Jordan Peterson, he's gonna like this. I'm getting like everything. I mean, at least it's middle of the road. At least it's middle of the road. I could say that. I saw like AOC and like Tucker Carlson, like one after another. You know, I mean, they're showing me both sides of the spectrum, left, right, maybe a little in between, but it's bonkers. It's freaking bonkers, and I didn't want to see that. It's like seeing someone naked that you have no interest in seeing naked, you know? I didn't want to see that side of things. I wanted to see the fun side of things, you know? But now that I poked on Jordan Peterson, they're like, oh, he's one of these people. Let's fire him up. Let's piss him off with stuff that's contrary and calm him down with stuff he can get agreeable with. And I'm like, whoa, it still takes place. It doesn't matter, you know? So that's a bit disappointing, but I kind of dig the idea of having an alternative platform, because if YT ever, you know, craps the bed, you know, you're gonna have to go somewhere. Like, I mean, Rumble is, I guess, is an option. Oh, they heard me say that, so, you know, I'm already on a list. And I guess, you know, that, you know, the Twitter thing, but you can only view those videos. Like, in order to watch those videos, you do have to pay. I think they wanted to do like $1.99 a month to $4.99 a month, and you can post long form content all freaking day long. I don't know how many people would do it, but in the grand scheme of things, if enough of people did that, it wouldn't matter how many people actually got to watch. So I'm very curious to see. But I got that off my chest. Why are the rooms and the flights in Vegas more expensive? I don't know. This town is seriously boiling the frog. Yeah, Elon just announced that he's developing a new AI facility in Nevada. Cool, I guess that's okay. Maybe he'll give us a tour. I don't know why it's it's out of control. It's out of control. We are at Westgate right now. And let's see who else is here. Yeah, airfare is ridiculous. And Maria starting off the super chat. Thank you very much. 5 Bananarama, it's good to see you, and sorry for you. I'm thick-skinned AF. Yeah, I just like to rant about things and make people aware that it ain't free. It ain't free no more. You got a cheap offer for the Venetian, $112 a night? That's a good deal, Aaron. You're very welcome, Leslie. One guy has so much power. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but, you know, it's one guy with a face we recognize with all that power. There's like 100 guys behind him who truly have the power, whose faces we'll never see, you know? those are the true scary individuals. Aaron, how you doing? All right, you don't think I'm a male Karen? I just want to stick up for no, I want to speak to the manager. I was like, who's in charge of this freaking place? Send him out here. You know, it's probably like some 18-year-old kid, you know? So, yeah, I was like ready to, I was like, who's your manager? So, yeah, I did Karen out. Just a little bit. Just a little. I wanted to be like, your drivers are fucking liars. I wanted to say that, but I said it here. But I'm gonna tweet it tonight. See if Elon picks it up. We'll see. Yeah, you know what we're talking about. Begins with an I and ends with I think another I. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's going on? And on that note, Bror Karen out. Alright, let's see. Alright, thank you again, Maria, for kicking off the super chat. It is the grease that keeps these wheels rolling. I'm gonna roll around here a little bit. Like I said, I gotta cover my QR code. But I got my NAB badge still on, so maybe they'll cut me a little slack walking around. I don't really feel like walking around in here. A, the music's loud. B, I could take, like, if I skipped, you know what skipping is? Dude, I don't skip. But if I skipped, I could skip across the entire casino in like 30 seconds. It's pretty tiny. I like the place. I love the place. But it's tiny. It's not like, you know, it's not like the Bellagio where we can hang out. Maybe oh, I smell good. What am I wearing? Oh, SJ DuPont. Link in the description. It smells good. It's subtle. It's definitely subtle. Gonna be having some format changes to the channel upcoming. I know I'm shaking the table. I apologize. You'll see what those are soon. But I'm gonna start doing trial runs in the studio this week. I did one this morning unlisted. I did one last night unlisted. I wanted to check all the tech. I wanted to, yeah, I'd be mad AF. You know, I wanted to check to make, you know, the lighting adjustments. You know, there was a shadow. I'm like that. I want everything perfect. But you know, I'm ironing the wrinkles out. So this week there are going to be some tests of the studio tech, and you're all invited, but the format's going to change because I might actually go to a 5-day-a-week live streaming situation. I might honestly do that because in the grand scheme of things, one, I like it. Two, as of right now, it's what YT is pushing me to do the most. The other videos that I put out, the 4Ks and the recaps and all that other stuff, Amy with the 20 Banananas, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You are welcome. But, you know, might be a regular thing. You know, they don't get a whole lot of views because, I mean, I take it as a compliment because most of my viewers want to see me talking about something, and that's cool, you know? Or hear my voice, as one of my friends said, you know, but I dig that. But the other ones, you know, some of them I put in, you know, I put like hours into them. You know, for 1,000 views, it's not really worth it to me. Where I could sit back and, you know, crank out a live stream and get like, you know, 5, 6, 7,000 views, you know, in a couple of days. And if I did that every week, and live streams pick up the most subscribers. Not that subscriber count matters to me. I mean, in terms of ego, it's not a validation thing. And it doesn't honestly mean anything whatsoever to YT. They could care less as long as you hit the bare minimum of having 1,000 and getting monetized. But sponsors want to see that. They still use subscribers because it's like, you know, it's like dinosaur, it's like Jurassic kind of. They want to see those numbers. You know, they want to see your subscriber count versus your actual view count and view time. I mean, they ask for that, but the first thing they're like is, hey, how many subscribers you got? You know, because they want to hear, you know, 100,000, I got 1 million, blah, blah, blah. You know, that type of stuff. But it is what it is. But I might do that. Mark, one with the 5 banana rounders. Thank you very much. That's what I've been thinking, because, you know, like when I do a live stream, I could bust one out at like 9 o'clock. I could bust another out at 3. I could bust another out at 6 if I wanted to, and still do whatever I have to do with the rest of my life, you know? Instead, you know, and there's no real editing, you know. Well, you know, I gotta make a thumbnail, I gotta SEO it, I gotta chapter it, you know, but, you know, it's archived forever after that. Granted, the live streams they're not evergreen. Like, I have videos that I put up 2-3 years ago that are still making money every single day. But again, I don't want to, you know, I'm not going to be the guy, and I never was the guy who's going to tell you the 5 best places to eat shrimp in Las Vegas. That was never my intent. Granted, this is you know, my background is Vegas, no ifs, ands, or buts. Vegas got my channel started, no ifs, ands, or buts. But I had a different intention behind that. My intention was, in the very beginning, to document the closure of Las Vegas. And then I documented the reopening of Las Vegas. And then everyone else I was like, technically I was the only one doing it back then. And then, you know, like 50 other people were like, hey, cool idea, you know, streaming in Vegas. I mean, I'm not knocking them, good for you, but it was not my intent to be, you know, the 5 best place to eat shrimp, you know. What buffet, you know, go to this buffet, they have the best noodles. You know, that was never, ever my intent to do. You know, I mean, if I come across it and I happen to talk about it, so be it. But it wasn't the crux of my channel. The crux of what I wanted to do was more of a variety show, because I've done them before. I've had my own radio show. I had my own internet-based radio show and my own internet show, and now a YouTube channel. So I have a lot of history in the space of variety, you know? I'm lucky and I'm blessed to have Las Vegas as my backdrop. That gives me an advantage, but I'm not going to be doing the 5 best places to eat shrimp in Las Vegas. There's plenty of other channels for that, you know? I don't want to look back in 5 years and that's my legacy, you know? And 4 of the shrimp places are closed. That's my legacy. I'm not going to do that. I want to, you know, I want to be real and I want to entertain. And we're gonna have a lot of fun from the studio, trust me. It's gonna be a blast. I got it a little more thought through, the segments. I'm gonna be inviting guests. I'm gonna be doing Vegas news. I'm gonna be doing current affairs. I'm gonna be doing movie reviews. You know, I'm gonna be doing like a mail call segment for people that's sending me stuff in. I'm gonna be doing Ask Me Anythings. You know, I'm basically doing a show, you know. It's gonna be a variety show. That's what I always wanted to do. Plus, the impetus is upon me now. If I don't do it now, I ain't never gonna do it, because it's freaking 90 degrees out already. It's hot. You know, I'm at a convention. This is like the thinnest shirt I could possibly wear at a convention. Shut up, you. And it's hot, you know, to be marching around. There's no way I could march around the strip over the summer anyway. I mean, God bless those who are gonna do it even at night. But I think it was like 6 or 7 o'clock the other night. The camera was already flashing, overheating, and it was only like 82 or 83. So the clock's ticking. And there's not a whole lot of places. All right, here, I could sit here all freaking day and probably, you know, talk and whatever, yada, yada, yada. But I got a plan for that too. You'll see. But there's not a whole lot of places I can sit. Janice, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna do me, you know me. You know, there's not a whole lot of places where I could sit and do an entire show, and then people get bored, and then I get bored. I want to go outside, you know, whatever. But it is like I'm getting antsy now. I want to get outside, but at the same time, it's freaking 90 degrees. Well, and I got a, you know, basically, for the most part, a dress shirt on. But we're gonna walk through here, and I know there's gonna be a turnover in audience. I know that there's a fair amount of people who are just like, hey, Bror Fredrik, I came here to look at Vegas. You know, so I am going to change how things are worded. It's not going to be live from the Las Vegas Strip when I'm not, you know. It is what it is, but I'm not going to ever stop doing that. So that is not what I'm talking about. I'll still go out on, you know, I love doing it on Saturdays. I still like doing it, maybe early morning, but, you know, to go out in a freaking 120, yeah, schmoozing, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I forgot to put? I forgot to put those plastic, whatchamacallits in there. The things that keep your collar right. I forgot them this morning. That's why my collar's like a little like, But anyway, but we'll still do the strip and all those kind of fun things and whatever. As long as it ain't a freaking 120, you know? I mean, I just, it's not worth my health. And I don't think anyone in my audience is that selfish that they think I should be out there in 110, 20 degrees, you know, walking around up and down the Las Vegas Strip in the blazing sun, getting my brain fried. I hope you don't think I should. And if you do, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. So let's get to hoofing. And let me check some last minute chat activities. Let's see. And I'm going to tell you, let's see. What should I tell you? Should I tell you the principle? Should I wait till tomorrow to teach you the principle of 2 yeses, how to get everything you want in life, or most of it? Or should I give you my impression of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which I'm freaking in love with? What do you want to hear as I gather up my goods? Pictures on point. What up? 240 people. All right. I gotcha. All right. Woo. I'm sitting on a wooden chair. I got a freaking dent in my ass now. All right. I'm gonna probably have to put on my shades. This will look right. Alright, I'm gonna turn this camera around. Let's get a little less views. I'm gonna walk around in here a little bit. I won't go anywhere. A bunk and a double bunk. There we go. I'll take a little bit around here. Then we'll go see what madness we can get into. Let me find a place to stick my Fuji. Ugh. Alright, cool. Would love to hear both. Unfortunately, I don't have time for both. Well, I don't know. I gotta see. We'll see how many people are on. We'll see what interest we have in this live stream in the first place. That's what we're gonna do. Isn't that beautiful? It's fake AF. But it's still beautiful. Isn't that cool? See, I got my badge on, so maybe I can, like, not get harangued. Oh, they never usually bother me in here, but it's kind of empty. The convention is just letting out now. So we shall see. Unless an ad must have kicked off, because whenever the ad kicks off on my side, the chat dies. But the music in the center is just freaking loud. What's going on, Elvis? Let's see something here. They kind of play. I wonder how many people have done that. Liberace. I like checking out this stuff. Everyone wants to take a picture with Elvis. I dig that. I dig it. Let's check out Barbara. Barbara Streisand. Barry. So I've been watching Picard. Check out Raquel Welch. I've been checking out Star Trek Picard. Well, I actually finished it. I'm caught up. I binged the F out of it. And you know what I noticed? Beverly Crusher, what's her name? Something or other, McFadden or whatever. Damn, did she do a lot of plastic surgery. She looks like an alien. I mean, that's kind of sad. She's like a caricature of herself. But the way they tied in the original Star Trek Next Generation into the third season of Picard, which had a couple of flaws in there. You know, like the Borg Queen was the chick, but in the future, then they came back to the past in a different timeline. So why are the Borg pissed now if we were friends in the other timeline? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty good. I liked the way they tied in, you know, the old into the new. The only thing I didn't like about Picard was, like, there's an expression that says, what is the expression? It says, never meet your heroes. You know, that's a valid thing. You never should meet your heroes because you usually end up disappointed because you have a different impression of them. Well, let's go in here if the signal holds up. Yeah. You know, you have a different impression of them. And that's basically what Picard was like. You know, like they were heroes. They were iconic in the original series. Well, not the original series. Isn't this beautiful? I gotta lower my voice. In Next Generation. But they tore them down and showed you how, like, they're flawed and weak and, you know, they have all these childhood traumas and divorces and, you know, they pulled the pants down way too far for my taste, you know. That's the only complaint that I would make. Alright. Let's go see all the stuffs in here. I haven't eaten in here in a long time. I'm thinking Star Trek because this used to be the home of Star Trek. What up? Where the fish is at? Oh, they're hanging out over there. What up, little buddies? Is there any trout in here? Any carp? Any bass? There's gotta be bass in here, right? This is cool. It'll be busy later, I assume. You know, the convention hasn't quite gotten done yet. But a lot of corporations are like cutting back on expense accounts. You know, they're throttling, which I can't blame them. You know, to bring someone to a convention, pay their room and board, and, you know, have them come to Benihana's, you know, it costs you several $1,000s a person. You know, some of these booths have like 50 people. I don't know how far we can go, but let's go. This is too cool. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm doing. That's the other reason I'm thinking, only you can be you. These cats creep me the F out. Like, don't play slot machines that have these cats on them. Like, it probably says in Chinese, if you dumbass, I mean in Japanese. Dump your money in me, dumbass. But keep an eye on the signal. I'm trying not to be rude. Hang on. We'll get back to what I was saying in a minute. About ASMR. Oh, they actually got music playing in here. They got YouTube repellent. I'm gonna go check out the other room very, very quickly. I don't think they're open yet. Hello.
You're vlogging?
No, not that it's your place, not mine. You can say hello though.
Benihana girls.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And nice people. Oh, how beautiful. They're like, F yeah, go in there and show a place up, bro. What up? Go cut you. This is one of the 5 best places to eat shrimp. Don't tell me I never did it. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. No way. How could they have this picture? Straighten their pictures out. Oh my God, what are they thinking? All right, that's better. Is that better? Yeah, fixed it. We fixed it. I don't know if we can get to the, oh yeah, we can get to the little private room. Check it out, watch. Ooh. This is freaking sexy. Let me whip out my old light. Yeah, I'll whip out the little old light. Check it out. Isn't that cool? Got these little couches. You can't eat in here. This is just kind of like a lounge jam. Oop, there goes the elevator. And they come over here. Isn't that cool? This is a super private room.
You know, I haven't paid, right? And then yesterday I go there, right? I say I lost the card, and they downgrade my card to the last one.
What, he got downgraded? Hate being downgraded. Isn't that awesome? It's already, okay, right now in here, it's saying that the phone's fixing to overheat. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it is warm in here. Don't get me wrong, it's freaking warm. Gotta put a towel on the phone. But you know, we gotta come in here. We're in the Westgate. With the private room. Oh. Sexy. Let's buzz on out. And they're starting to get some activities in here. And love me some Benihana. Even though I haven't eaten here in a while, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, and then one day it might change, and they might say, you know, live streaming, I know why they're doing it, because AI can't live stream. And YT will be predominantly AI within the next couple of years. Like, they will legitimately make their own videos. They're not going to need content creators. It's just going to be that way. So if you don't have a personality and you can't hold people's attention and you don't have a decent voice, you're screwed. So yeah, they might be pushing that specifically for a specific reason. Who knows? Sherry in the house. Haven't eaten here either. I've eaten at Fresco. Let's go check their menu. Can't believe the phone's saying it's fixing to overheat. Let's see. Where they got the spaghettis and meatballs? And oh, lasagna. Hey, that happens every time. That's what I had for lunch. Well, breakfast. I made some garlic potatoes I baked some yellow potatoes and I split them up with a fork and I put butter and I put Parmesan and mozzarella and dill and some fresh garlic and some salt and pepper. It was boss. It was boss. I want more now. Let's keep an eye on. Let's keep an eye on the signal. I'm surprised. We usually don't get signal in here. I mean, this place is old. No ifs, ands, or buts, but it's classic old. Everyone's looking at that big bottle of water in my pants. Yeah, it was delicious. Those yellow, like creamy potatoes. Like potatoes are only, we don't speak on potatoes. Look at the size of this hall. We don't speak on potatoes, but freaking 10 pounds of potatoes used to be like, $8 for freaking potatoes. It's out of control. $8 for some potatoes? Grow my own in a bathtub or something. Alright, let's go this way. So we were talking about ASMR. Yeah, see, that's the other thing that live streaming will do. You know, if I do a lot of live streaming from the studio, it'll give me a chance to fire up my other channel, Soulful Soundscapes, which my intention was because I love producing that music, you know, that restful, peaceful music. Helped me when I was down and out for the count after that surgery. But I wanted to drop the ASMR. I mean, you know, God gave me this voice. I gotta put it to use. Use. See? Those ladies were just like, ooh, what just happened to me? See what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta get on it. Yeah, I know people. Well, that's a whole different channel. Nobody wants to see me on a meditation music channel. Or I could sit there with a white robe and do bowl concerts, because I'm quite adept at playing the bowls. Did it cool off? Wow, who's wearing that rank cologne? Huh. Alright, let's boogie out the other side. That's something like, I was gonna say Woolworth level cologne, but you guys wouldn't even know Woolworths back in the day. But yeah, I like to. I mean, I already set it up. I have the dual mics, you know, all the recording software, all that stuff. I like producing music. And you can go over there if you want to subscribe, check it out, you know, get the ball back rolling. But I haven't really put up anything there in like 6 to 8 months. Even though there's still views on there. It'd be nice to get monetized. Not that you're gonna ever make a lot of money on those, unless you're a chick. If you're a chick doing ASMR, because they make it a little like, little more sensual. They rub stereo mics in places that, you know what I'm saying? They could do things a little different. Women tend to like sexual business that they get into because they know it works. You know, but guys, we don't have that advantage. I mean, there's some creepy ASMR, but what I want, oh, food. Oh, am I invited? Let's go crash this party. What up? We could have some coffee. What is this? Sangria? Fruit punch? I'm down with some fruit punch. No one's even paying attention to me. Let's go. This is the second of the 5 best places to eat shrimp. No way. Should we indulge? You know me, I'm a party crasher. Ooh, what's that? What, they have rabbits here? Yeah, I don't think anyone gives F's, you know? I got my badge on, so they think I'm like reporting. Bror Fredrik behind the scenes at NAB. A freaking turkey, no way. Wow, that's beautiful. Very nice. Very, very nice. Beautiful picture. Well done, gentlemen. See what I just did there? Yeah, all right, good. Is there anything that I actually want here? I do want to eat some cheese. Should I make a little bowl, plate of cheese? Why not? F it, hold everything. What kind should I get? I think a little of that. They don't have feta cheese though. I'll scarf a little of that. Watch me, I'm gonna walk straight out of the room with this, watch. A little of that, I love freaking cheese. Cheese is really not good for you, but it's the food of my people. How about one of those? And how about, yeah, okay, good. I like that shredded jam. All right, that's all I could eat here. All right, now I'm gonna walk the F out. Yeah, stay away from the crafty meat. All right, let's try it.
I told everyone that dinner. Yes.
We got coffee. All right, now the key is walking out the door.
You're
I'm gonna follow him. How cheese is that?
Yeah.
I freaking love conventions. I honestly do. Free cheese aside, I love conventions. So who didn't invite me? Shout out Advanced Television Broadcasting Alliance. Cool. Thank you for the cheese. What kind is this? It's got a crust on it. It's got, no, what do you call it, a rind? It's got a rind on it. I need cheese, hang on. Oh, let's stare at the delicious meat while I eat my cheese. That is some dry aged meat.
Like the people that are making videos for us are very thankful and cute here.
That's been in there a month and a half. I was gonna say salud. Filet mignon 75. The dry age 18-inch. It's not limited availability. I got like freaking 20 pounds over there. Damn, I was reading that. I never get the half a chicken for freaking $50 type of deal. Oh, my battery, my heat meter finally went off. All right, we gotta put this plate down somewhere. All right, last two pieces of cheese. Boom. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, that's good. Whoa. Wow. That's good cheese. Wow, whatever that cheese was freaking amazing. Wow, was that good. It was like an extremely pungent something. I don't know. It had like the blue cheese vibe. Whoa, was that good? I want more. But like I said, I love conventions. I love the atmosphere. I love the vibe. I love the energy. I feel bad for those people who spend all their money on a booth and they get no activity. You know, they're just like, you know, that's expensive. And then, like, you know, they got a little booth, they just launched a product and nobody's paying attention. That kind of sucks for them. I feel bad for those people. And then, of course, you know, you try not to make eye contact with them, you know, to not get their hopes up. But yeah, I just love them. I love the vibe. What up? There they are. Hi. We'll check out the sports book real quick. Mr. Vacation and Daughter. The connection back here is like it's a gigabit connection back here. I got like 949 megabits down and 200 up. I couldn't believe it. Now I'm done with cheese. Let me look at chat. Yeah, wasn't that slick, Sherry? See, I just walk the earth like I belong everywhere. And people are like, all right. And then I complimented him. He probably thought I was a health inspector or something. But I was like, good job, good job. Good job on the layout there. Ate some cheese and jet. But yeah. Ooh. And thank you for those 10 Bananamas. You guys are awesome. This is a good sports book, except I'm playing some crafty loud music right now. Let's book outside momentarily. I mean, it's huge, and these screens are pretty freaking clear. I mean, they got a little haze because of the curvature and the quality, but overall, they're good. I try to fit right in. Well, that's why I said I'm gonna wear my badge and see how far that gets me. That was a good snack, though. I snacked. Now we're in the wind. This is what I call the D-Gen parking lot. Like this back parking lot, this is where all like local D-Gens park. I parked here too. I guess I'm a local D-Gen. But yeah, rather than parking that freaking monstrosity. Quick in and out, bada bing, bada boom. But you get in here, you place your bet on Secretariat, and you're gone, you know? So how's the wind? Is it terrible? I gotta adjust my pants, hold on. This freaking bottle is cutting off my circulation. Two Bananamas from Maria. Yes, we scored. The last time, remember when we crashed the buffet at Planet Hollywood for the tattoo convention? I got sick from that shit. That was foul. That I gotta go back and find out what that cheese was. It's probably, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I knew I had some brie, I knew I had some this, I knew I had some that, but whatever the hell that other cheese was. And it didn't have no blue veins in it. I like things with blue veins in them, but that didn't. But it was freaking fantastic. I'm still after tasting it. I'm not even gonna drink water for a second. Get to booking. Should we walk through the D-Gen parking lot? It's kind of cool. I don't think it was a Gruyere. I don't think it was. I used to fondue a lot. Believe it or not. Bror Fredrik. I went through like a fondue phase. And I still have the fondue pot, I think, in storage. You put the rubbing alcohol in it, and you melt the cheese, but you got to put the cornstarch and all this other. I never got into like the chocolate, but the cheese, yeah. And then I found that, you know, if you throw some Velveeta and spice it up a little, it's just as good as spending, you know, $90 on some cheese. So yeah, so I kind of know it, but it was one of those, you know, it was one of those cheese that, you know, basically women don't like, you know, for the most part. You know, like goat cheese and, you know, heavy blue cheese and all. Oh, it's still tasting it. It's freaking tasty. Look at this place. It's just classic. It's just classic. They just hit me. Whoa, it's windy. Yeah, dumb ads, but, you know, helps me a little with my gas. It is what it is. I'll see if I can turn them off when I'm in the studio. I'll see what happens with that. See what the response is first. But yeah, it'll give me some time to work on the ASMRs. Yeah, so if you want to go, I got in a cheese frenzy. If you want to go check out my other channel, it's called Soulful Soundscapes. It's like maybe 200 people away, 300, maybe 500, I don't know, away from being monetized. Which you're not going to make a whole lot. I'm not going to make a whole lot anyway, because, you know, I make, you know, 1, 2, 3, 8, and 10 hour long, you know, relaxation videos. I'm not gonna stop it with a solar ad, you know. So it's only one in the beginning, so is what it is. But my intent, my real intent to go beyond that is to do like motivational, I wouldn't say speeches, but, and I don't want to use the word, what's the other word? You know, I don't want to, like, you know, the one sentence affirmations. I don't want to necessarily do affirmations per se, but that's what I want to do. You know, I want to sit there and, you know, use my voice, use the ASMR, and, you know, and do motivational stuff set to music. That's really my intention. Let's cross the street. This is actually a country club. This is a Las Vegas country club. I've spent a decent amount of time in here. At one time, this place was like a freaking deal. Carolyn with the two Benihana's, thank you very much. Like you could buy into here cheap. This is old. It is freaking ancient by Vegas standards. You know, this dates back to I think the 70s. But it was a deal at one point. Should we hop the fence? No. They got like poison on the end. Yeah, F you. Look at that. Mark with the two Benihana's. I missed that one. I'm just saying it now. It's pretty well kept. Look at the apartments back there. You see in the apartments? Way off in the distance. And then they have like a tower, and then they have a bunch of beautiful homes. It's pretty nice. But, you know, now it's freaking expensive. For what? Alright, let's cross back over. And I will say, I'll probably, it depends, you know, like I said, I'm gonna do a couple test runs, and I'll probably make them a few more test runs. And, you know, open them up to the public so you can actually see what's going on, peek behind the proverbial curtains over the next week. I don't know. I might do, because I think if I am going to do that, I should have a schedule. Although that might conflict with the rest of my life, you know? I mean, but I think if I do that, I should do like, you know, 4 on Wednesdays, you know, 5 on Mondays, 2 on Thursdays, that type of deal, and just put it down in the comments so everyone knows, you know, when the show is gonna be, rather than me just like busting them out when I can. And I don't know if I want to do like 2 and 3 hour ones. I mean, sometimes I like to let my hair down that long, but in a studio setting, that's kind of rough unless I have guests. I could go for like 5 hours here because, you know, I could talk about this frickin' rhododendron for the next half hour if I wanted to. But it's different in the studio. Or I might do 2. I might do like a morning show and an afternoon show. Or a morning show and a night show. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta see how well it's received. We shall see. We shall see together. But yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I might, you know. And that's, yeah, see, Mark brings up a good point, you know. We call that the business mullet in the, you know, in the online virtual office scenario. It's a business mullet where you toss on a shirt and you're sitting there in your drawers, you know, as long as you don't have to stand up. But yeah, I might rock a business mullet every once in a while, you know. But then I get to dress too, you know. I got like, shit, I got like 20 suits. I probably have like 50 shirts, you know. I get to, I don't know, I get to sport a little bit. I think that'll be good. Get to see me in my natural environment. And then the other thing I'm shopping for right now is a, what's up? I'm trying to find one of those standing desks that aren't like freaking $3 to $4. Standing desks are expensive. But I want one of those because, you know, the way it is now, I'm not fully utilizing the amount of space I have in the studio office. If I got a standing desk, because sometimes I like to stand and talk, you know, project a little more. Or if I'm showing something, you know, I don't want to be sitting down like, hey, how you doing? You know, showing you the latest, greatest, whatever, you know. And I could probably, if I got a standing desk, I'd go out and get one of those, whatchamacallits. I'll go like get a skillet and we can cook. You know, I'm always talking about how I make my own gluten-free pizza, which I got some rising right now as we speak. I can show you how to do that, but I need a standing table in order to do that. I have the overhead. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 cameras in the studio. What's down there? I got overhead cameras, side view cameras, all cameras all over the frickin' place. So I can do all that type of stuff. You know. Oh, him. He looks like he has shenanigans. Oh, the signal's not too good back here. What up? Hope I don't get kiboshed. Yeah, we'll make pizza. I'll show you how to make pepperoni chips. Yeah, I just want to do everything. Oh, monorail.
Stop is Flamingo Station at Las Vegas Convention Center. Please allow passengers to exit before boarding.
I think I'm going to have the most fun with, I'm going to make Thinking Out Loud into its own segment if I want to go ranty McRanterson on anything. But I think the most fun is going to be had on the Ask Me Anything segments. You know, I'm sure like I'll do it, you know, I'll dedicate like 20 minutes or half an hour to just doing that. But cool. I mean, I could probably only get to 1 or 2 questions, but I like answering you guys' questions. You guys come up with genius questions. Like the other night, you know? What would I tell my 21-year-old self? You know, I thought that was good. I thought that was great. I thought that was a great question. This guy's flying. Oh, it's a monorail. I thought it was something else. What up, monorail? See ya. But we'll see. But like I said, you're gonna start seeing some changes. Change is inevitable. Resistance is futile. Now a cool breeze is setting in, so it's not so horrible. Legendary Vegas fun. And like I said, I'm not abandoning the whole Vegas vibe. If anything, it's so well incorporated into what I want to do. Plus, I think, you know, when I do come out, you know, the once or twice a week onto the strip and walk around, no Mary Jane. I think it'll be a little more, it'll hold a little more excitement, you know? So we'll see. I got plans. What did Biggie say? Oh, I can't say what Biggie said. I'm not of the right skin tone to repeat that line in that rap, but I got big plans. Big plans. And I want you all to come along for the ride, because it's all going to be fun. And at one time or another, you know, the close followers of the channel, I built in and come in like callers to the show, except the question they want to ask, you know, is sitting under them, and I can go into the green room, and I shouldn't even be telling you all this shit. I just killed the surprise. And then they can come in and ask a question live. You know, be like, hey, Bror Fredrik, boxes or briefs? You know, so it's cool. It'll be fun. Ooh, the pavilion. Let's go back this way. Let's go get some more cheese. Creamed chip beef with Wagyu. Wow, that sounds good. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good times. Oh, air conditioning. Glorious. Holy enormity. This place is freaking huge. Oh, water. Wow. They must be union. See how slow they were walking? I don't think I'm capable of walking that slow. Raw. Someday we're gonna have to do a Bror Nation event in one of these rooms with a podium. This is a private 5G connection right there. That's what that thing is. We use those all the time. It's boss. Yeah, with podiums and daises, all that shit. I got big plans. Think I need cheese in here? Is this the cheese spot? No, it's not. Which way is the cheese spot? Alright, we'll go this way. This was fun, but I'm gonna be here tomorrow too. Let me know if you want to go actually inside the convention center. And we'll go goof off in there. It's a little, whoa, where am I? Oh, gotta walk through? No. Yes, no. Alright. It's like, where the heck are we? Oh, they got water over here. It's a little more goof-offable than the security conference, you know. I had to kind of deload that one. And I kind of like misidentified a lot of the tech in there, just out of respect, you know what I'm saying? Has another private 5G. I played dumb. Oh, where's the cheese? Oh, I can go back in there and get us some cheese. I want to find out what kind of cheese that is. Let's go see.
Billing by the hour for Detagram.
Oh, this is a different room. I wonder who this one's sponsored by. Get the same cheese. Alright. Let's see what else this room has to offer.
So our high
Oh, they got some anti-Bror Fredrik tunes playing. Oh, everything's breaded. I can't eat any of this. You guys could eat it, I can't. Look at that, some scallops. What is that? Oh, like freaking designer grilled cheese. I don't have to have any gluten-free designer cheese. Grilled cheese. Alright, which cheese was this again? Because I'm grabbing more. I give 0 Fs. It was this one. It was definitely this one, but everyone took the good pieces. It's almost like freaking, it's like a Parmesan almost. Alright. Yeah, they took all the big pieces. Bastards. What a life, right? Isn't this a good life? It's the life of cheese, and we will take one of those. All right. It's the walking out part that's a little odd, you know? It's like, where's he going with that cheese? Come back here with that cheese. It's got preventing me from leaving with my cheese. Excuse me. Thank you. Yum. Alright. Who can identify that? Can you identify that cheese? That's freaking good. I like that. She was wearing that burgundy. That's cool. I couldn't pull that off. That looks good. Oh. Alright. Have you identified the cheese yet? It's not Parmesan. I don't know. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm eating.
Two mints and it was more than $10.
You hear what that guy said? He said, I bought a bottle of water and a thing of mints and it cost me $10. Oh, that's sacrilege. Are you allowed to sit on those? Not even I sat on those. Alright, last piece. Well,
Find my steps.
okay, now that looks good. I'm not gonna lie. That's the #1 steakhouse in Las Vegas according to TripAdvisor? Oh shit. I don't know about all that. Cool. Oh, that was security. Spot them a mile away. But I got my badge on. I should always wear a badge when I'm walking around. You know what? I should. Oh, did they snag my table? Them ladies snagged my table. Rent a Tesla. We doubled up on that cheese. That shit was good. Ain't gonna lie, it's not like I'm hungry. That was just absolutely freaking delicious. Woo. Yeah. I eat some roughage. I've been eating salads lately. Go figure. I don't know why. I've just been in the mood. But for me, do I have any cheese on my lips? A little bit. For me, salad is strictly a conduit to ingest heavy calorie dressing. It's not like, but I love kale. Not the regular kale, but the kale that's like all bushy, like flour. It's like all like super curly kale. I love that shit. And that has vitamin K. It's like one of the only things that has natural vitamin K in it, which is really good for you. But then I pour like a half a bottle of frickin' Ken's walnut vinaigrette. Yeah. Or what's the other one? What's my other one? My other jam now? Paul Newman's garlic creamy Caesar. Half the bottle. Anyway, let me get situated here again. And pop up my chattage, see what you guys is talking about. And you know what? And then I let it sit for like 10 minutes. I let it sit. Maybe I even have a cup of coffee for it. I let it sit. That way it marries and saturates. And then at the very end, I go in there with a spoon and get all the crumbs because I put cheese in there and everything. And if no one's looking, that's a salad. And I put meat in there. I'm not gonna call it protein, I'm gonna call it meat. I'll respect the animal it came from. I put chicken, I put chopped meat, I put pepperonis, I put, what the heck do I put? Turkey in there. I don't put beef in there. Beef, except for chopped beef, but other than that, no, it doesn't go with salad. But anyway, I'm yapping away. Yeah, I guess I should get I do get fat-free. Ken's has a fat-free blue cheese, which is good. But, you know, men need, real men need fat. You know, like the whole eliminating fat as a woman is probably a good thing because the female body is more susceptible to it on a cellular level and a cellulite level, which men don't have that problem per se. But for men, if you don't ingest enough saturated fat, you cannot make testosterone. So when you go fat-free, your testosterone it just falls off an absolute cliff. Now, when people say testosterone, I'm not just talking about, knocking boots, the ability or the desire to knock boots when it comes to men's testosterone. When a man's testosterone goes, that's when men start experiencing the most health problems. So the higher you can keep your testosterone, the longer you will keep other health problems at bay, and start young and do it till the day you die, because when you have low testosterone, you're susceptible to all sorts of crap. So if you're already overweight, I would cut back on certain fats, but you gotta have enough saturated fat in your diet, to keep the grunions working, you know what I'm saying? Boo, 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 boo. I thought I saw a super chat. I must have missed it. Nope, I don't think I did. Yeah, Wishbone's fat-free Italian is free. Yeah, I've used that. Absolutely. The only dressing I don't like is Kraft. They all taste so artificial and over-processed to me, the Kraft ones. And, the Ken's, what is that? It's like $2.75 in Walmart. It's not that bad. Now, on the other hand, our boy freaking Paul Newman, he's looking to get rich if he's still alive, because that shit's expensive. That's like $5 unless you get it at the dollar store. One last thing before I go. Remember I started talking last week about my first Walmart online order? That was last week, right? I don't know when last week, but it's been over a week. It still hasn't fully arrived yet. A week later, I am still waiting for items that were in my Walmart cart that they didn't have at the time, or they were like, oh, they're in stock, but they're gonna come in from a separate location. It's gonna come in from a different store. You know, I ordered some creatine, that's coming from this place, this coming from that. It's still not in. I gotta go shopping already because I'm already running out of stuff and I still don't have my order complete yet. How convenient. I mean, I knew there had to be some catch with the whole online, you know, grocery shopping or whatever. But I still have like 3 items. A 1-pound bag of pepperoni, my gluten-free pancake mixes, some soap, because I use a very specific soap. I like Yardley soap. You know, there's certain things that, you know, it's been a week. They send me like one thing every 2 days and they congratulate themselves. Oh, guess what? Bror Fredrik, your item arrived. Like, what about the other 10 jackasses? It's been a freaking week. Is that convenient? Yeah. So, it is what it is. Anyway, people, I'm going to get to booking. I enjoyed your company. I'm glad you hung out with me. What time is it? It is 6:28, so it went like an hour and a half still. I didn't think I was going to go that long, but it worked out well, and I'm glad you're here. And one last time, I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again. And you know the deal. Click on the links. Check them all out. You know my channel partners. You know the Olight. You know the T. Shanley. You're worth it. And I might stream again tomorrow because I still have not told you Oh, I didn't even tell you. You know what? I was yapping so hard. I didn't tell you, give you my review on Strange New Worlds. Okay, we got to do that, and we still have to talk about the power of 2 yeses and how to influence your way into getting most of everything you want in life. I still got to talk about that, but I guess we're going to do that tomorrow. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out. Still here? You guys still here? Good thing I wasn't picking my nose. What up? I guess I dug the look.